Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me once again. I really do appreciate you. So tonight we are talking about the most anticipated and waited for and thought and wet dreamed after C8 Corvette ZO6. Everyone that is a car person is hotly anticipating this vehicle to hit the streets, especially the aftermarket. I know they've already started to salivate, and people have gotten all their CAD programs ready to go to make all the aftermarket parts for this car. It's going to be a blast and expensive. But before we get to the expensive part, because so far no one knows what the price on this thing is going to be, let's talk about the motor on this car. So it's going to be a 5.5 liter V8. It's going to be derived from the C8R Corvette, racing Corvette. It's going to be a flat plane crankshaft, and it's going to put out about 617 horsepower, which is a little bit more than what was anticipated, which was about 597 horsepower, but that has changed. It's also going to be called the LT6, which is going to be a screaming car with such high revs, and the flat plane crank is going to give it an amazing sound, and I can hardly wait to get this car in my hands. So anyway, it's going to come with an automatic dual clutch transmission, and it's going to shift super fast, hopefully as fast as some of the Pistas and the 720Ss. And if it does that, being a naturally aspirated car, there will be no lag, of course, because it's not forced induction. It's going to just shoot past everybody. The cars out there that are world beaters now, like this 720S and the Ferraris and Porsches that have these really fast shifting automatic transmissions, are going to have a hard time keeping up with this car. And aftermarket is all I can say. Aftermarket, this car is going to go nuts. So I can't wait to get this car in my pretty little hands. I'm going to do everything I can to save whatever I can to get this car, because I really want this car. I'm never giving up my Corvette that I have now, because that's my dream car, but this car is going to be something that I cannot wait to enjoy. But more stuff about this car. As you notice, it has dive planes on it for aerodynamics, has a nice big wing in the back, which is going to be even nicer. I mean, I don't know how many pounds of force, downforce, that the wing is going to put on it in the dive planes, but hopefully it'll be enough to keep it on the ground, because this thing is definitely going to be seeing a lot of canyon runs if I get one. So if you're good enough on the track and you can drive a little, you'll love this car if it turns out to be as good as they say. And to help it stick on the ground, since we're talking about the car being sticky, the tires and wheels. So it's going to have carbon fiber wheels on the car, so they'll be super light. And to help out, you're going to have Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2R tires, which was on the prototype. So we don't know if that's what we're going to get with the car that's coming out with the ZO6. Hopefully we will. 345/25 ZR21s in the back, and 275/30 ZR20s in the front. And the grip is going to be amazing, and I just cannot wait until this car comes out. And if you can't wait till this car comes out, stay tuned, because I'll be doing more videos on this car as much as I possibly can, daily if possible, to keep everyone up to date on what this car is going to do. So if you own an exotic, I feel bad for you if this car does anything, if the ZO6 does anything like the numbers say it will do, and the price isn't ridiculous. I mean, we can only speculate, but I would guess this car is going to start at about 150, 130, 150,000 right from the jump. So, save your pennies, whatever you need to do, because that's what I'm going to be doing. And have a great day. Be safe out there. And, oh, by the way, if you have to speed, make sure you keep it under 100. But if you cannot, remember, it's your ticket, and you're going to have to pay it. And have a great evening.